Hey guys, it's Dale with the insurance. Today we're going to be speaking about an article we wrote. We think it's going to be very helpful. It's called Cheap Auto Insurance for New Drivers. Pretty straightforward, but we're hoping we can give you some pointers if you are a new driver and looking for kind of reasonably priced auto insurance. As you could imagine, insurance carriers, most of them, are for profit, right? So they're looking to make money. So they really view new drivers as risks, and you'll hear that word a lot, risk. In this form, a carrier is thinking it's a risk of paying a loss, right? Paying a loss equals losing money, obviously. And new drivers come in several different buckets. I guess the first bucket that comes to mind is young drivers, right? Drivers that went through driver's education in school, they just received their license, they don't have much experience, pretty risky. But there are also other buckets, like for instance, if you immigrated to the U.S., you may have had a driver's license in your old or native country. You come to the U.S., you want to get a new driver's license. That would also be considered kind of pretty risky for a carrier. And then you ask kind of why is it like this? And it has to do with pricing. One of the variables that carriers take into account is experience of driving, right? And if you looked at kind of a graph whereby the amount of premium you pay is along kind of the years, your age. So on the y-axis you've got the amount of premium, on the x-axis you have your age. You'd see almost like a U-shape, almost a parabola, where the premium is pretty high when you're younger, right? When you're 16, 17, 18, just getting your license. The premium goes down as you get older, as you gain experience driving. And then it's kind of intuitive that towards the end, towards that retirement age, that premium actually goes back up. So they obviously, carriers obviously view risky drivers as those younger ones and those older ones from an age standpoint. There are other factors that kind of go into pricing your premium as well. Kind of car you drive, the mileage on the car. They also incorporate personal data like gender, are you married, do you have a home, etc., etc. But I guess the bottom line for those new drivers, if you can't, I guess the first and foremost thing is try to get on a parent's policy. So if you just recently received your license and you're a brand new driver, it'll obviously bump your parents' premium up quite a bit, but that option is way better than a young driver taking out their own policy. That can be quite expensive. If you don't have access to kind of being on your parents' policy, there are other things you can do. One of the things you can do is, seems obvious, but you want to stay away from kind of expensive vehicles. You think expensive vehicles, expensive parts, expensive to repair those things. So think of vehicles that have low repair costs. That'll keep your premium down. Other things are equip your vehicle with an alarm, maybe a tracking device. Obviously, carriers really like that, and they'll kind of offer you discounts for that. Bundling is almost a buzzword nowadays, but it truly works. Bundle it with any insurance product you can, whether it be auto and home and life insurance, auto, home, life, health, whatever your insurance carrier, auto insurance carrier offers. Go ahead and try to put all that insurance with one person. You can increase your savings by doing so. keep your grades up. A lot of insurance carriers reward those students. They do cap it at a certain age, maybe 25 or so. But if you get, call it a B average or above, you often qualify for a discount. You can take a defensive driving course. Obviously, carriers really love that. That decreases your risk from their standpoint, their risk of taking a loss and paying out a claim. And then last but not least, a lot of people think of insurance premiums as a monthly payment. And sure, that's an option. But if you pay it in one lump sum, you actually get quite significant savings. So those are a couple things you can do if you're a new driver to kind of buffer that insurance expense that you'll be taking on. Hopefully you find it helpful. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.